Hello everyone, today we will learn about Introduction to Multimedia. Multimedia is content that uses a combination of different content forms such as text, audio, images, animations, video, and interactive contents. Multimedia contrasts with media that use only rudimentary computer displays, such as text only or traditional forms of printed or hand produced material. Multimedia is further divided into two: linear multimedia and nonlinear multimedia. Linear Next topic is application of multimedia. Multimedia has been applied to various fields. Some of them are creative industries, commercial, entertainment and fine arts, education, social work, language communication, journalism, engineering, mathematical and scientific research, and medicine. Next topic is editing software. The editing software which we will be studying in this chapter is Adobe Photoshop CS6. Adobe Photoshop CS6 is a popular image editing software that provides a work environment consistent with Adobe Illustrator, Adobe InDesign, Adobe Photoshop, and other products in the Adobe Creative Suite. This tutorial is an introduction to using Adobe Photoshop. Here you will learn how to get started, how to use the interface, and how to modify images with basic editing skills. Next topic is opening Adobe Photoshop CS6. To open Adobe Photoshop CS6, we need to follow the following steps. On a PC, click click on Start Programs Adobe Photoshop CS6 or click on the shortcut on the desktop. Next topic is setting up a document. Setting up your document correctly from the start will make your job more easier as you work through your project. This will require some advanced planning. For example, if your final output will be brochure, you may need to set up your document to be horizontal and double-sided. To create a new document, click on File and then New. Next is page size and orientation. Change the page size by typing in new values for width and height. Page size represents the final size you want after bleeds or trimming other marks outside the page. In the preset drop-down menu, you can find such common sizes as letters, legal, tabloid, etc. Typing in exact values for height and width gives you more control over the size and orientation of your page. Next is resolution. Resolution is the number of pixels on a printed area of an image. The higher the resolution, the more pixels there are on the page, the better the quality of the image. However, high resolution increases the size of the file. The standard recommended resolution for printed images is 150 to 300. For web images, it is 72. Next is color mode. Choose a color mode that will best fit your project. For example, when making a graphic for a website, choose RGB. When making an image for print, choose CMYK. Next is background contents. Choose the background white, color or transparent. When you have entered all your document settings, click OK. Next topic is opening an image from disk. If the image you have is saved on a disk or to the computer, select File, then Open and then navigate to disk drive or file where your image is saved. Choose the image file and you can always have the original to fall back on in case of a mistake. To save your file, select File, Save As, and then type in the new name of the file in the dialog box. Next topic is layout. The first one is menu bar. If you look at the top of the screen, you will see the menu bar, which contains all the main functions of Photoshop such as file, edit, image, layer, select, filter, analysis, 3D, view, window, and help. Next is toolbar. Most of the major tools are located in the toolbar for easy access. The first one is the image. The image will appear in its own window once you open a file. Image name. The name of any image that you open will be at the top of the image window as shown above. Next is palette. Palettes contain functions that help you monitor and modify images. By default, palettes are stacked together in groups. These are the palettes that are usually visible: color, adjustments, and layers. If none of the palettes are visible, go to the window in the menu bar and choose the palettes you need. Next is color. The color palette displays the current foreground and background colors and RGB values of these colors. You can use the slider to change the foreground and background colors in different color modes. You can also choose a color from the spectrum of colors displayed in the color ramp at the bottom of the palette. Next is swatches. In the swatches palette, you can choose a foreground or a background color and add a customized color to the library. Next is style. The styles palette allows you to view, select, and apply preset layer styles. By default, a preset style replaces the current layer style. You can use the styles in the palette or add your own using the create new icon. Next is adjustment. The adjustment layer palette gives you the ability to apply an effect to a group of layers in Photoshop, and then you can edit the effect later while preserving the original layers. Next is layer visibility. The eye shows that the selected layer is visible. Click on or off to see or to hide a layer. Next is layer locking options. Click the checkered square icon to lock transparency. Click the brush icon to lock the image. Click the arrow icon to lock the position and click the lock icon to lock all options. Next is layer building mode. Defines how the layers pixel blend with underlying pixels in the image. By choosing a particular blending mode from the drop down menu, you can create a variety of special effects. Next is fill. By typing in a value or dragging the slider, you can specify the transparency. Next is opacity. By typing in a value or dragging the slider, you can specify the transparency of the entire layer. Next is layer lock. The icon shows when the layer is locked or disappears when it is unlocked. Double click the icon to unlock the layer. Next is layer option menu. Click on the black triangle to display the following options: new layer, duplicate layer, delete layer, layer properties, etc. Some of the options are presented as icons at the bottom of the layer palette. Next is link layers. Can be used to link layers together. Next is layer styles. If a layer has a style, an F icon shows at the bottom of the layer palette. Click the little black triangle to see style options. Next is layer mask. Allows you to hide certain parts of the layer which can then be revealed by using the paintbrush and the white paint color to expose position of the image. Next is layer set. The option this option helps to organize images with multiple layers. Click the icon to create a folder for and blending mode options as image layers and can be rearranged, deleted, hidden and duplicated in the same manner as image layers. Click the icon and select an option to create a new fill or adjustment layers. Next is create new layer. Click this icon to create a new layer. Next is delete layer. To delete a layer, select a layer in the layers palette and drag it to the trash can icon, or select a layer and click on the icon. Next topic is toolbox. Tools of Adobe Photoshop are move tool, used to select and move objects on the page. Click the tool button and then click on any object on the page you wish to move. Next is marquee. Select button, choose a rectangular or an elliptical marquee. Drag the marquee over the area of the image you wish to select. Next is lasso. Select an object by drawing a freehand border around it. Click the tool button, drag to draw a freehand border around the image you wish to select. Next is magic wand. Select all objects in document with the same or similar fill color, stroke weight, stroke color, opacity and or blending mode. By specifying the color ranges or tolerance, you can control what the magic wand tool selects. Next is crop. Click on the tool button, then click and drag the tool over the part of the image that you want to keep. Resize the selected area, dragging the squares at the sides and corners. Click the return or easy key when your crop box is sized correctly. Next is eyedropper. Takes color sample from colors on the page and displays them in the color boxes. Select the tool, click on the color in the image you wish to sample. The color box will display the colors. Next is healing brush. Corrects small blemishes in skin photos. Select the tool, hold down the Alt key and left key on the base color you need to heal. Then left click over the blemish. Next is brush. Draws brush strokes of different thickness and colors. Select the tool. Then click on the selected area, drag to draw lines. Use the options bar to change the brush mode, opacity and flow. Next is clone stamp. Takes a sample of an image and applies over another image or a part of the same image. Select the tool. Hold down the Alt key and left click on a certain point of the document where you want to start your copy point. Picture to go to. Hold down the left mouse button and drag the mouse across the page to copy the picture. Next is art history brush. Paints over an image using the source data from the specified history, state or snapshot. Select the tool, specify the brush, blending mode, opacity, style, area and tolerance. Next is eraser. Removes part of an existing path or stroke. You can use the erase tool on Paint. Text can only be erased when rasterized. Select the tool, click on the part of the image you want to erase, drag to erase pixels. Next is pen bucket. Applies a color fill to a selected part of the image or to an entire layer. Select a layer you wish to apply the pen bucket to, click the tool button, click on the starting point and click the area you wish to fill. Next is blur. Blur the sharp images of an image. Select an area where you wish to apply the tool. Click the tool button and choose the brush mode and strength. Drag the brush along with the edges. Next is path selection. Select paths and path segments. Select the tool, click anywhere on the path. Next is type. Type text on a page. Every time you click the type tool on a new portion of the page, a new by the font and size in the Olympic bar. You can also resize and transform the text box by dragging the squares at the end and corner. Use the move tool to move the text on the page. Next is pen tool. Draws smooth edges paths. Select the tools, click on the image and drag to draw a path. Click and drag the anchor's position to modify the path. Next is line shape. Draws a straight line. Other shapes that are hidden in this tool are rounded rectangle tool, ellipse tool, polygon tool, line tool and custom shape tool. Select the tool, click and drag on the page to draw a line. Next is hand. Allows you to move around with the image. Select the tool, click on the spot on the image, hold the mouse button down, drag to move in the data. Next topic is color boxes. The foreground color appears in the upper selection box and represents a color that is certainly active. The background color appears in the lower box and represents an inactive color. To change the foreground color, click the upper color selection box in the toolbox. To change the background color, click the lower scale selection box in the toolbox. To reverse the default foreground and background colors, click on the default color icon in the toolbox. Next topic is basic image editing. In the Photoshop CS6 interface and are familiar with the most common commands, palettes and tools. You can start doing some basic image editing. In the next few chapters of this tutorial, you will learn how to crop, resize, correct and sharpen or blur your images. The first one is cropping. Cropping is one of the most basic editing techniques that can improve your images. Cropping helps to bring out the most important feature in your image and focus the viewer's attention on this feature. Cropping also allows you to make your image a standard photo size. There are several ways to drop images in Adobe Photoshop. Next topic is cropping in a specific size. If you wish to print your digital photo or other images or standard size photo paper, you will have to crop your images to a specific size, such as 8:10. To crop an image to a specific size, do the following functions. Open the image you wish to crop. Select the crop tool from the toolbox. In the option bar, specify the values of the width and height. Click on your image and drag the cropping border. Notice that the border is constrained. You can make it wider or longer than the specified values. For example, if you enter 8 for width and 10 for height, whatever size you make the border, the area within it will fit on an 8:10 photo. Once you are completely satisfied with your crop image, press enter. Next topic is marquee tool. If you are in a hurry and need just a simple crop, you can use the marquee tool and a menu command. To crop with the marquee tool, follow with the following steps. Open the image you wish to crop. Select the rectangular marquee tool from the toolbox. Click and drag the mouse to draw a marquee around the area you wish to crop. The main menu In the main menu, go to image, crop. The image will be immediately cropped. Next is resizing. Resizing in Photoshop can help you print your image in standard photo sizes, resize and preserve the high quality of digital photos, and enlarge small images to a poster size. Next is reselling to a specific size. To resize your image to a perfect size, follow the following steps. The main menu In the main menu, go to File, then New. In the New dialog box, click on the Preset drop-down menu. You will see several preset sizes such as 2, 3, 4, 6, 5, 7. Remember that 72 point is fine for other images, but a point of 150 to 300 is better for printed images. Choose the size you wish and click OK. Next is enlarging. If you want to make your digital photo into a poster size images, you can do it in image size dialog box. However, just increasing the dimensions will make the image appear blurry and pixelated. To enlarge the image without losing the quantity, following menu, go to image, then image size. In the image size dialog box, make sure the resample image box is checked off and choose bicubic smoother from the drop down box. Next is change the document size measurable to percent. Type in 110. This will increase the size of the image by 10. Continue enlarging by 10% until you are satisfied with the size. Next is correcting. Digital cameras tend to cause various problems such as red eye if you use flash or underexposure if you don't. In Photoshop, you can correct these problems as well as adjust the overall color of your digital photo. Next topic is red eye removal. The digital camera flash is located right above the lens which causes the red eye. However, you can fix your photo easily in Photoshop. To remove the red eye, follow the following steps. Open a photo you wish to correct. Select the zoom tool from the toolbar. Click and drag a rectangle around the eye. Make sure your default foreground and background colors are black and white. Click and hold on the little black triangle of the healing brush tools button and select the red eye tool. Click on the red button of the eye and paint. Holding down the mouse button, you will see how the using the flash can also cause shiny areas on people's face or the flash to reflect any shine surfaces. To make the following problem, follow the following below. Open the photo you wish to correct. Select the clone stamp tool from the toolbox. In the opening bar, change the blend mode from normal to darken. Set the opacity to 50%. Choose a soft edge brush. Set the diameter to 40 to 50. Hold down the shift key and image in the clean area to get a sample of dough. Paint over the hot spot. The light area is gradually darkened. Next topic is color adjustment. Color adjustment option in Photoshop CS6 can help you to make your digital photos look more natural. To color your correct image, follow the following steps. Open the image you wish to correct. In the main menu, go to Image, Adjustments, Labels. You will see a dialog box displaying a diagram to the colors in your image. Next topic is saving a document. To save your Photoshop document, do the following. Click File, Save As. Navigate to the place you would like your document to be saved by using the drop down menu and the navigation window. Enter the name project in from the Format drop down menu. Click the Save button in the bottom right corner of the dialog box. Check to make sure that your document is saved in the place you want to intend it.